B.T.C reports limited services across the 17 islands and services remain available throughout the storm. We were told in New Providence, Grand Bahama, Bimini, Eleuthera, Berry Island, Moores Island, Abaco, Inagua, Meguana, Rum Key, and San Salvador. B.T.C business services also remain operational. B.T.C's National Network Operations Center identified localized outages in the southeast and central islands, and they continue to monitor post-Irma status of B.T.C's landline, internet, Flow TV, Flow to Go, and mobile services. But joining me live in studio is B.T.C's Chief Operating Officer, Andre Foster. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
What is the status of your network right now as we speak?
So we're doing quite well, Clint. So the network held up very well throughout the storm. We're having some challenges in the southeast, to be expected. I mean, the southeast was most hard hit. Ragged Island continues to be a concern for us. It's probably the one site that we have a central office that was actually compromised. Pleased to report, though, from a staffing perspective, all of our staff are safe and they're ready to return to work. You know, throughout the storm, we had 90% of our calls being answered by the contact center, so our customers were supported. We're estimating about 15% of the network is being impacted, and we're seeing that around 24 hours to turn around some of the service calls in the areas that were not heavily impacted. So I think we're doing fairly well in that regard.
What was your biggest challenge when the network did go down? What was the reason because of that?
So I think the biggest challenge is obviously getting the all clear and be able to get out there and get guys on the street. So again, very, very supportive of our contact center, who's done a great job. Our field team obviously are providing services as quickly as possible to restore things. There's a big, we have a big network. We cover every rock and key in the Bahamas. As far as you go south in the Bahamas all the way to the north. So there's a lot of work for us to do to get that all the sites back up. Tremendous amount of effort from our team. So very pleased with that. And again, we're going to get it all together pretty quickly.
Which area would you say had the greatest damage?
Ragged Island. Ragged Island was absolutely most impacted by the storm. Ragged Island continues to be the area that we have one C.O.O that's been impacted. We have crews that have been down and done an initial assessment, so we're going to have both support from the Royal Bahamas Defense Force getting materials there. We're also getting a lot of support from our internal teams within Liberty Global, the parent company, to do assessments and get people on ground to rebuild that site.
What's the timeline you believe in getting things back up?
It's challenging from that perspective. As you guys would know, Ragged Island's one of the far-flung islands. Getting there is not easy. I'm expecting probably within the next 5 days we'll have services restored, at least mobile restored. As you would know, in some of the islands we provide all services, so both our Flow TV, both our fixed line services, as well as mobile. Mobile will come up quickly. I would expect within, like I said, as soon as we get those facilities repaired, we'll get the mobile network up, and then we'll start looking at the fixed line services.
Are you satisfied generally in how your network held up?
Yeah, we are. I think we were also very fortunate. As you would know, we provide services to the other licensed operators, so we have been very supportive of them also. So there were no interruptions to their service to us. So both Alive and C.O.O Bahamas, who interconnect with us. We also support, what's unique about B.T.C in the Bahamas is we do support the region. So we provide services through our network to both Haiti, as well as through the Arcos network to Turks and Caicos. So we've been supporting those countries as well throughout their Irma restoration efforts.
And no doubt you have had some damage going on with those particular islands and countries as well.
Yes, absolutely. So our teams, as you would know, with Liberty Global company, we cover much of the Caribbean. So BVI, Anguilla, Barbuda, Antigua, all those markets that you are seeing in the news, our teams are there supporting, restoring those services also.
Right, tough job ahead of you.
We got a lot of work to do.
Thank you very much for joining us.